Well, howdy everyone, and welcome to T. Roy's Garage. Today we're going to be working on a 1980 Speedex Model 1631. We might even try to see if we could put a little toolbox or something on it to customize it. Y'all come on. Well, here she is, folks, a 1980 Speedex Model 1631. This is an older restoration I did about 2 years ago with a rattle can and a couple of parts. Kind of did as a budget restoration, as cheap as I could go. As you can see, she's still sporting the original tires. Oh yeah, look at that dry rot. Hey, she still goes around, still holds air. Those of you who don't know much about Speedexes, most of them have these little manual lifts. And they're really handy, especially if you don't use a tractor on a regular basis. Something that's less to break down. You don't have to mess with no hydraulics, nothing like that. And they're real easy to work on. Of course, parts are a little hard to get a hold of these days. Now, that seat's not original. It's something I had to get off eBay. The original seat was gone. These have a belt drive connected to a T92 transmission. Now, if you are familiar with Speedexes, you will notice right off the bat that that is not the original motor. The original motor was a 16 horse Briggs & Stratton, not a 6.5 horse Predator motor. Yes, I did stick a Speedex sticker on it. According to Puddin's Fab Shop, if you slap a sticker on it, it automatically adds 5 horsepower. I don't know, but we're going to give it a shot. Take all we can get. Now, some folks may say, hey, you underpowered it. Hey, it doesn't have enough torque. Well, I'm here to tell you it does. We plowed a garden last year and hung up on a root, and it spun the tires. It did not kill the motor, and I did not have to have it revved up all the way. Now, I like these Predator motors, one, because they're cheap, easy to get a hold of. This one here was actually off of a pump, a 2-inch water pump that they had. That's why it's red. It's not black like you see. Normally see them. And it's pull start. You don't have any batteries. You don't have to mess with any solenoids, anything like that. You just do a little pull start. Now, when I got this tractor, it had the shifter was broke off. What I can assume was these T92 transmissions here. See, that's in first, that's neutral, second, third, and reverse. Now, these transmissions are not synchronized. What that means is you cannot shift gears on the go. Now, moving on to the engine and how you engage the clutch. It does not have an actual clutch. It's driven by a belt, and the engine works on a slide is how you put tension on the belt. I'll demonstrate. Like that, your transmission is engaged. If you want to disengage it, you just pull it back with your foot. Easy button. Now, as I said before, this is a Predator motor. It does not have the electric start. It is a pull start. And also that means there's no safety features on these tractors. There's just a sticker on the dash that tells you to make sure the transmission is in neutral. So this is a pull start tractor now, which to me makes it a whole lot easier. You don't have any bad batteries, any bad solenoids, that kind of thing. Just pull it and go. But keep that in mind, you need to make sure there's no tension on the belt and your transmission is in neutral. Because if you do not, then the tractor will take off. When you go to start it, it will run over your foot. Ask me how I know. Alright, now that we covered most of the bases, how about we crank her up and let's see how she runs. Make sure your transmission's in neutral. Key is on. Turn the choke on, turn the gas. And second time. Third time. This normally works. Help me understand why this stupid thing isn't cranking. Key is on. Oh. It helps if you turn it on. Alright, now to give you a better idea of what the engine lift bay looks like, let's open up the hood. It has these little kind of rinky-dink little rubber things, but you're not breaking any speed barriers, so I reckon they'll hold it down. Now, if you'll notice, the Predator motor I put on here has its own gas tank. This here is where the original gas tank would mount to. That's why you have little cutouts in the hood and stuff where it would stick out a little bit. This is kind of useless space. We don't really need this anymore. So my idea is to put a little toolbox on it. Come here, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, now for our toolbox here. This is an idea that I stole from my grandfather that he used on one of his tractors. And probably the one you see here in the back. This here, if you'll notice, is an Army ammo can. I've already actually painted it and test fit it just to make sure this is going to clear the hood. So let's get it ready. Just got to drill some holes there. Helps if your drill goes the right way. Alright, now that we got our holes drilled, let's fill her. Alright, Now that we got our holes drilled, let's mount our toolbox. Stay put. You want to get your bolts started, but you don't want to tighten them because you want to be able to adjust it if need be. I am aware this isn't maybe the best toolbox, or there could be bigger, but if it's something you have laying around, it could be very handy. It will start. I wonder what Ashley McBride's doing today. She's one of my favorite new singers nowadays. Y'all follow the country music anyway. Alright. That ain't going nowhere. Alright, let's do a little test fit. And there you have it. Nice toolbox, crescent wrenches, and just miscellaneous tools. Alright, now that we got our fancy little toolbox installed, as y'all can see there, just go ahead and close this hood. Well, if I can get to go in there, it's a little hard to do it one-handed. Alright, I think that's going to do it today for the little Speedex. Another little idea I've had, but I haven't figured out how I want to do it. I'm kind of thinking about putting a little toolbox or little tray here where the battery tray is. Something that holds chains and stuff. I've noticed when I use the tractor, I have problems finding somewhere to keep my chain without it falling off on the ground or getting run over by a tire. If y'all have any ideas, feel free to share. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to leave a like or comment if you have any suggestions, anything else you'd like to see. Until next time, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good evening.
Style. Style is the answer to everything.